Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Before we get going today, I just want to say that I really appreciate all the support. You guys have been, glowingly positive about this series in the comments. And first of all, it's just nice to know that I'm making a thing that people like. But secondly, it's kind of touching. It gives me that warm feeling where my heart used to be. Anyway, the random number generator has selected the pilot as our guy today. Let's get down here and remember to get the final part of the bullet. That's this whole run is just about getting and delivering the final part of the bullet. I probably said this when we did our first run as the pilot. I do think probably that the pilot is the worst of the four characters, but the starting strength of the character is such a small part of the run that it really doesn't matter. It's not like Binding of Isaac, where one of the characters, Azazel, is so much easier than playing as, the Lost, or, All the characters are good and fine, and a huge part of what makes up your run is going to be the stuff you find along the way. I will say that I dislike the tiny, tiny magazine on the starting pistol, though. So also, at this point, I guess I should say, we're just going to be in full spoiler mode. I'm not going to worry about not revealing things. So, if there's stuff about the game that you don't want to know until you figure it out yourself, this might be a good place for you to bail and come back later after you have figured out the stuff. I'll try not to talk about secrets that we're not yet revealing, but I'm not going to hesitate to reveal stuff as we come across it, I guess is the direction we're in now. That projectile that guy shoots now, I feel like this enemy did exist before, but I don't think it had that attack. I don't know, maybe it did. Oh hey, the mirror. Look at this, you can see this mirror is reflecting a thing that is not actually in this room. I don't remember what you're supposed to do with the mirror. It looks like the back of one of those black and white chests, right? It looks like it's right here, maybe? I'm pressing the interact key. Yep. That totally... Oh, dear. Well, it didn't even take my key. And we got a Guanstone. Chance to heal when we get hit, right? I think we've had this one. Oh, yes. And the items we bought at the shop last episode are all part of the thing. Yep, it seems to grow more desperate as the risk of death rises. Okay, so we did take a point of curse there. The graphic, the black and purple graphic indicating curse appeared, so we are probably going to encounter some jammed. Like I was saying last episode, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you are confident in your ability to handle them. The jammed do just yield more money. A little bit of curse is usually a good thing. Like 1 or 2 points usually ends up being a net positive. The more curse you have, the more frequent the jammed are, and if you start routinely getting rooms where there's more than one jammed, the game gets a lot harder. If you get to 10 points of curse, an additional thing begins to happen that makes the game considerably harder. So, the 10 curse challenge run is a thing that's interesting to do, but I don't even think there's a reward for it. It's just, what if I didn't think Gungeon was hard enough? You know what? I'm not going to take a brown chest. I'm pretty sure if the fuse burns down, you don't get anything out of it, so we should destroy it before the fuse burns down. We're going to go down into the sewers again. I guess that's true. We do also have that thing going. The point of this run is to deliver the last part of the bullet and also to deliver the crest to the room on floor 2. So we do need to hold 2 keys for the oubliette. That's part of why I didn't want to spend one there. Also, brown chests, man. I don't even know for sure if we've unlocked the good things that can appear in the brown chest. It might be the case that the brown chest in a new save file is just absolutely terrible. I have no memory of how long it took me to unlock different weapons or anything. I was playing the game for quite a long time, basically post all unlocks. So I guess since we're in spoiler territory here a little bit, I am going to say there are actually other characters. There are at least 2 other characters. There are 2 other characters that I know of, and then who knows. Ooh, look, water barrel right there. We got to be careful not to get the gun knight here to destroy it. So I'm going to try to dodge around and get him to shoot into this corner. Oh yeah, there are other characters, and we will be unlocking them and showing them off, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember how they are unlocked, so that'll be a little bit of a process of discovery again. Okay, we got the water barrel close to the fireplace. That's good enough. The water got near the fire. The fire knew what was going to happen and just bailed. It's like, I don't need to be here for this. And packed up its bags and ran off to wherever it is that fire's vacation to. The sun? Probably the surface of the sun. Oh. The tricky room, all those barrels blocking your shots. Okay, so here we have a green chest. It would be really cool if we could unlock this. The shop is guaranteed to have 1 key, and then has a chance of having another key. I'd really like to get at least 1 more key beyond the guaranteed one. I guess I could try to just lockpick the green chest if we don't end up with another key. Ooh, angry bullets. Well, let's buy the key. I know we're going to want this no matter what. Oh, hey, this guy's here. We can... I don't know. We can sell him something later. Let's finish exploring the dungeon before we make any decisions about the chest. I think it's probably going to be the case that it's best for us to just go fight the boss without trying to open the chest. The boss might drop a key, and also I probably want to force the boss to drop a gun. You can see here we've got a jammed enemy due to our curse. I think the green guanstone is a totally reasonable thing to get in exchange for a point of curse, though. I don't feel like we got a raw deal there at all. Alright, let's go fight the boss before we make any other decisions. Have we... I can't remember. I've done a couple of runs off camera on my my normal save file, and I can't remember if we fought enemies that aren't Gatling Gull as the first 4 bosses. I'm pretty sure we haven't gotten the bullet twins yet. Wow, I just totally thought I was safe there and wasn't. Well, no master round for us. Listen, we don't need it. I guess actually it would be a good idea for us to win this run. It's kind of a silly thing to say, but I was thinking, you know, oh, well, all we gotta do is deliver the bullet. It doesn't actually matter if we can beat the dragon. But once we deliver the last bullet ingredient, then we have the bullet, and so we should try to win the game so that we can actually properly kill our past. Sorry, guy, that was an accident. So yeah, this guy's a little bit more bullet helly than the other first floor bosses. If you're not familiar with bullet hell games, I guess this probably serves as a pretty good introduction to like the concept before you get to some of the later bosses who are have really dense and difficult patterns, like the High Priest and stuff. Also, I'm just playing like absolute butt. In my defense, I recorded a lot of the episodes that you've seen so far ahead of time, and so like part of the reason I'm just now talking about the positive reception of the series is that this is the first episode that I've recorded after reading any comments at all. So what I'm trying to say is I haven't played the game in 4 or 5 days, and I'm rusty. That's my excuse. I'm actually going to die on the first boss here. Well, I'll tell you what, if we die real early, we'll definitely just do another run in this video. No, this is okay. I'm setting up an underdog story. That's what's happening here. Has my Guanstone triggered? Have I probably have taken actually a lethal amount of damage and been saved without noticing it. Okay. A total embarrassment, but the beginning of the greatest come-from-behind victory the Gungeon has ever seen. That's a lot of health, which I really appreciate. That's a pretty okay gun. The Rube Adine prototype. It never quits. I do not know what this gun is a reference to, by the way. A prototype ricochet blaster. So yeah, the bullets bounce off of walls. His blaster was created to test the limits of projectile impact and ricochet physics. Alright, so let's go ahead and attempt to lockpick this chest. Oh, hey, it worked. And all we got out of it was the charge shot, which I do not like very much at all. We've definitely seen this already. Let's pop back over to the shop. Is there anything I want to do here? I kind of want to buy the angry bullets. Let's do that. So angry bullets. These bullets are imbued with the white-hot rage of Caliber herself. Sometimes when you hit an enemy with them, they will fire a second shot off against another nearby enemy. The heart purse is cool. We could, like, sell... we could sell our junk. Hey, you want this garbage I found? Wow, he really threw that. Hey, junk guy, do you want this garbage that I found? Why am I hurling it so aggressively? We'll just stand further back here. There we go. Hell yeah, 3 whole casings. And the question is, do I want to try to get to 55? If I sold both of my guns, I could probably do it, but then I don't have any guns. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just escort ourselves out. We have 3 blanks. So we could go hunt for the secret room. We should probably just, like, check the likeliest spots for that. Yep, so you can see that's what this thing does. It's pretty good. Fast reload. It's like a... It's not a lot more powerful than the starting pistol, but it's not a bad gun overall. Okay. So here's the thing. If we spend a blank now, we won't get it back. Right? You only fill up to 2 blanks at the beginning of each floor. Maybe we should just save the blanks since I'm playing so badly, but also secret rooms are really valuable. What about over here? Aha! Wow, this was valuable. Oh, the lowercase r has a synergy with something. With the angry bullets. Wait, what did that say? Ah, okay. The letter R is angry and is sometimes going to spell insults, I think. Alright, works for me. And we have a key to go down to the next floor. It's still a bad gun. It's better than your starting pistol, but not a lot better than any of the other weapons. I almost immediately shot the red barrel. Like I've never played a video game before. I was just like, red, that's an enemy color. Let's leave that for now. You can see we can use the Rube Edine prototype to shoot around corners at enemies effectively. You're able to kill a couple of things there by bouncing bullets off the ceiling. Or the ceiling. The top wall. You know, in most rooms you refer to the topmost wall as a ceiling. That is not the angle from which we are viewing this thing. Okay, I'm just gonna take a moment here, shake it out. I just ran completely off that... Okay. It's okay. Sometimes you have a bad day. There are times in the Gungeon where you are having a bad day. Nothing to get upset. I completely missed the platform. This run is doomed. I know I just said, let's not panic. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But this run is doomed, like, cartoonishly so. There we go. Use the dodge roll. Okay, I just gotta collect myself here. I'm getting all flustered. If you are familiar with the concept of going on tilt, I am so on tilt that I've come back around to appearing to be right side up again. Reload the gun, reload the gun! Okay, then these guys have no health and we can just roll through them. The amount of damage the roll does is, I believe, a single point. It is the smallest amount of damage that is possible to do. So it will not kill most enemies, even when you've already shot them a bunch of times. And hopefully at some point we'll uncover one of the items that makes it into an actual strategy, because I really do actually like rolling into enemies aggressively. It's a fun way to play. Another blue chest, huh? We are not having spectacular luck so far. Also, I'm missing a lot. On. Okay. Alright. We survived the hard part of the room. From here it should be pretty straightforward. So, we should probably make a decision about this lockpick. Am I going to try to lockpick one of these blue chests? I think I am. Because it recharges over time, right? Like, if we want to potentially be able to use it multiple times this floor, we got to make our first use of it now. Okay, that was lucky. And actually, the MAC-10 is fine. The MAC-10 is a totally okay gun. High rate of fire, relatively compact, making it a favorite among Gungeoneers and criminals alike. When you attach the suppressor to the front, it's a little bit less compact. But yeah, that's an okay gun. That's another gun. It's better than the letter R, but not like a huge amount. It's definitely in that class, where you use it because you ran out of your, like, really good stuff. And yes, I am aware that I just got a haircut from that sniper round. It's a tough day here in the Gungeon. Maybe the pilot's cursed, or maybe I'm just, like, for some reason playing the pilot makes me much worse. Because I feel like the last run where I did really badly, we were the pilot too, weren't we? When I'm doing well, it's me. When I'm doing poorly, it's us. You guys have some responsibility here. Nope, definitely rolled in the column that the bullets were in there. I don't know. I think we should all prepare ourselves for the possibility that I'm not gonna beat the dragon this time. Just, you know, take a moment to really get that idea in your head, start getting comfortable with it. Not saying it's certain, but probability is non-zero. Alright, what do you got here? We got a key, which we almost certainly should buy. We do have our lockpick available again. I'm probably going to go... What is this? The easy reload bullets. Oh yeah, it increases your reload speed. I probably should have gone and lockpicked that other blue chest. You know, just to start charging the lockpick up again. But honestly, the fact that we've had it work twice in a single run already makes this one of the best lockpick runs I've ever had. All right, well, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get our buddy Junkie back. That could happen. It's early to get discouraged, I guess, but I'm somewhat discouraged by the way things are going so far here. Ooh, definitely using a key on that. Oh hey, the laser lotus. This is a level 5 laser lotus in here. A pierce weapon. Gifted to any who reach level 5 in the Order of the True Gun. This is a community reference. This is actually, like, this is a legitimately good gun. It's not amazing, but it's totally fine. And you can see the effect of the angry bullets much more clearly with this thing, because the projectiles are larger and more brightly colored. Which honestly plays some part in the fact that I like the gun, if I'm being honest. Listen, I'm a simple man. I like shiny things, I like bright colors, a bit of motion, an occasional sound or two. Oh, there's one of those spinny bullet shooting guys up here in the upper left somewhere. So I'm gonna brag for a second here. This is me bragging. I'm a big and important enough YouTuber that people send me review copies of their games semi-frequently. I get a couple a week probably, and one of the ones that I got this week is a roguelite bullet hell game, and it's not bad. It's not a bad game at all, and it might appear. I might do a sort of a let's look at kind of thing. Sorry, what I call those check it outs. When Northern Lion does them, they're let's look at. I gotta avoid infringing on his intellectual property lest he sue. So all we have left is this, huh? Do I want to try to... I don't want to spend a key on a blue chest at this point. I think I'm just gonna try to pop this. Okay. But I have to say, it's very unfortunate for other games in this genre that I just started playing Gungeon again, because man, this game just, like, they really knocked it out of the park with the feel of this, the game feel of it. Whatever the video game version of mouthfeel is. There's something about the way this game works. I don't know if it's the physics, maybe they spent a lot of time like tuning the exact amount of distance that you cover with the dodge roll, or what it is. There's something about this game that just feels really great in a way that I'm having a hard time putting into words. And it's unfortunate for competitors because I've now played a few games that are trying to do the sort of the same kind of thing. Not to call them pretenders to the throne or anything. It's not like they're copying the idea. It's a fairly straightforward idea, but I've played a few other games that are trying to do the same thing, and whatever it is that Gungeon has, none of those games have it. And if you are one of the people who made one of those games and you're listening, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to throw shade at your game. Hey, look at that. Look at me actually managing to blank instead of take damage there. I'm not trying to throw shade at your game. I don't even know what my specific complaint is. It's just they caught lightning in a bottle here. Okay, this is spice. Here's the thing about spice. I don't exactly remember how this works, but what's going to happen here, I'm going to take this, to be clear. A tantalizing cube of power. Increases combat prowess with absolutely no downside. A potent gun-enhancing drug from the far reaches of the galaxy. It is known to be extremely addictive and extremely expensive. You know, maybe I won't talk too much about what it does, because you're going to see. You'll see. I'm just gonna pop this cube of spice in my mouth real quick. Is that what you do with spice? First of all, it cursed me, so now we have 2 points of curse. Secondly, it gained us a heart. I believe it... Man, I'm faster now? Well, I'm faster because I'm out of combat. I was gonna say, does it make you faster too? No, it's just good, and it has absolutely no downside, obviously. Alright, we're gonna take this. We have to try to get to that room on the second floor without taking damage. I guess I have a blank left. We should probably try to find the secret room. How about this wall? Nope. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be that one. We should probably check the bottom wall in this room, and then I have no idea. I don't think we saw... Like, there's a ton of space over here, so the secret room could be off of this, or even, like, one of these two walls. Let's check the shop. It's pretty frequently in the shop. Okay. No luck for us. Do I want the easy reload bullets? I don't think so. Let's just move on. Okay, so we are going to do this. We are going to deliver the crest. Oh, hey. Howdy. Greetings. What can I do for you? Who are you? Just a traveling tinker. Got stuck here a while back. I thought I might fix these elevators to kill some time. They're not... Yeah, what do you mean by fix? Well, the elevators only go down one floor at a time right now. But with the right equipment, I might be able to configure these to traverse multiple floors. I'm talking shortcuts here, Flyboy. Shortcuts are for chumps, but also I'm a chump, so how do we get them working? I'm not sure yet. It won't be easy, though. Whoever engineered this place was crazy. I'm going to head back to the breach for now. Speak with me there when you get a chance. Okay, we're picking up quests and stuff. And remember, we do have that quest from Rifle to kill a bunch of bullet men. That's not really, like, a quest where we're going to be putting any specific effort into. We're just going to play the game and it will happen. Where'd that caster go? There he is. Got enough of your nonsense. Enough of your dancing and chanting, whatever it is that you do to make people more powerful. I kind of wish you could get one of those guys on your side. There are a lot of like little followers and pets that you can get. It'd be cool if you could get a guy whose whole thing was he stands in a place and dances and chants and makes you faster and more damaging, but he gets disrupted if enemies get near him. I guess you wouldn't really have a lot of... Like, there's not a lot of play and counterplay there. I just walked right into that ghost. This episode is going terribly. Okay, we can still deliver the last part of the bullet. Progress can still be made. Also, it seems like the extra projectile that is spawned by the angry bullets totally bounces. So we're producing like a huge volume of fire. A lot of it's not actually doing any damage, but it's still cool. It's a cool little synergy that isn't officially marked as a synergy. Well, that was an embarrassing miss. Alright. Oh, hey, look! We could buy some spice. I do like spice. I like how it has no downsides, mostly. My favorite thing about it. I mean, we could use another heart container. It's clear to me that we're not going to be getting... Yep, like that. It's clear to me that we're not going to be getting a lot of master rounds this episode on account of my, you know, problems with being good at the game. So what if we just used spice? You know, sort of as a crutch or like a thing that we depend on. A way of making ourselves feel good when all of our other options seem so poor. Yeah. Wonderful, harmless spice. Just directly inject it into my brain. That is a jammed bullet bat thing. It's maybe the least threatening jammed enemy I've ever seen. Okay, maybe we're going to save up and buy ourselves some spice. I don't know. I do feel faster. I think we might be faster. And the spice may have made us faster. I just pressed I pressed shift to roll. I tried to switch items as though shift is my roll key. You know what? Yeah, take that. Here's what I think about you. Feeling very aggressive right now. It might be spice withdrawal. Just pop that open. Okay, the Jolter. Jolter's a fine weapon. And here's our... Well, listen. We're going to see what that crest does. It's going to happen. We'll get to it. Right now, all I can really think about is spice. It's weird. Okay, well, we're back at full health. Where are we at as far as... Okay, there's still quite a bit of exploration left to do. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. What's going on here? I thought that room up there was the boss. What is this? This is some new... that's a big bomb. His fuse is real lit. Do we have to kill him before he... Nope. Just gonna... Okay, blanking these guys did not kill them. Well, the angry bullets are real good for this. So this is interesting. This is a thing I've legitimately never seen before. Yep, that actually just happened. You all saw that right. I know you're thinking, wait a minute, did I see that right? Could SB possibly do such a foolish thing? I stepped on the... There's little traps down there, and I just stepped on them and then stood there. Okay. We're gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Look at me defeating bosses over here. I don't know what that was. That was some weird... Some new weird stuff. Well, I got back all the health that I lost, effectively. What is beyond? Just normal rooms. Like, that was a totally normal thing that just happened. Yeah, strange. There seem to be mini-bosses now. I have no idea of the impact of defeating that guy or what any of that means. Maybe it's all, you know, maybe it's just that there are sometimes mini-bosses now. It doesn't mean anything. But, like, you beat them and you get, what, we got a key and some health and some armor and stuff. You just beat them and you get a pack of items. I cannot believe I did not get hit by that. I certainly deserved to. Alright, look, you know what I'm doing here? I'm setting myself up for failure. I'm thinking negatively. That is a mimic. Look at him, his mouth is a little bit open. Alright, well, I guess we get to save our keys. Oh, and we accidentally found the secret room. That's cool. I'm gonna blunder my way through this entire episode. Table tapped blank. Okay, this is actually one of the better table tacks. This ancient technique will trigger a blank when a table is flipped. Chapter 4 of the Tabla Sutra. A clear table leads to a clear mind. That's deep. Okay, a bunch of blanks. A glass guanstone. Blocks projectiles but shattered when wounded. I think we've seen these. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to have multiple guanstones. Spice! Hey, I was just thinking about this stuff. Look at that. One more couldn't hurt, right? Even more health? A little bit more cursed, but listen, who's not super cursed? In this day and age, you know what I'm talking about? It's just the way things is. Man. You know what I could really go for right now? some spice. I think the shop has some spice, right? Maybe we get a little spice. I feel like it's been a long time since we had any. Too long. Anybody else starting to feel itchy? Is it itchy in here? Do I want to spend a key on a blue chest right now? That's a mimic! Okay, that works. Actually, that works fine for me. The real danger of mimics is generally that you fight them in very small rooms. As you can see, their attacks aren't actually very dangerous. What have we here? The Ring of Miserly Protection. Well, it just gave us 2 hearts, I'll tell you that. What is this thing? Increases health substantially. Any purchase will shatter the ring. Before the shopkeep opened his shop, he was an avaricious and miserly man. He remains careful about any expenditures, but through capitalism he has purged himself of negative emotion. That's not the effect that capitalism has. As a person who has lived in capitalism for his entire life, I can tell you, it definitely affects your emotions. Oh, I'm out of bullets. I need ammo. Yeah, you chumps, you losers. Anybody who doesn't bring me spice is a real loser. Oh my god. I can't believe that I am... I can't believe I didn't take damage in that room. I definitely was not on top of my game there. Also, this thing where the letter R spells different words depending on your inventory now is super... That's a really good idea. So, I'm going to lose 2 hearts if I buy this spice. But also, I'll get, you know, get a heart. And also some spice. Let's hold off for the moment. Hold on. Let's go fight a boss. We can put this anger to use. What gun do I want to use for this? I guess maybe the MAC-10? The MAC-10's a better gun, I think, than the letter R. Even if the letter R is angry. An angry letter R is probably better than a normal one. I just absolutely stood... I watched that bullet approach me and I was like, I should dodge that. You know what the problem is? I was thinking about spice. I could really go for some spice right now, man. Alright, I mean, we're not going to go through the whole run without buying stuff from shops anyway. We may as well go buy ourselves some spice. I'm just not dodging. I'm just not dodging stuff. I got hit by the Medusa gaze and everything, like... This is my warm-up run. I'm going to record a couple more today. Probably this is the warm-up run for those ones. Those ones are going to be real good. Those ones are going to be almost as good as spice. You know when you like that feeling when you first get up in the morning, you just take a cube of spice and I don't know, how do you just like rub it all over your face? It's probably soft. It looks soft. You just like mash it on your face. Yeah, that's that feeling I want. Where's my... Here we go. Laser Lotus. I think this is the gun we want to put ammo in. Also, tons of ammo, or tons of armor, tons of health. What was I talking about? Hey, spice! I love spice. Just one more. That's all we need, is just one more spice. We lost a heart. I lost a heart container there. You know what would fix this? We gotta find some spice. I guess I'll buy this key, too. Yeah, lock and load, right? Hey, you got any more of that spice? Where'd you get that? Can you call your guy? I'll call him. If you're not comfortable calling him, I'll call him. Just give me the number. He's not... Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just go to the next floor. There's probably going to be some down there. Okay. We are 1 floor above the piece of bullet that we need. I'm just going to depress the plunger here. Cause a cave-in. Is it a good idea to put... Like, the idea here of us pressing this plunger and a cave-in occurring is that there are explosives in the ceiling of the cave that we're currently in. Is that right? Am I understanding that? Is that a good idea to put to plant a bunch of explosives in the ceiling of a cave that you are like standing in? I guess in order to plant them in the ceiling, or what you might refer to as, if you are architecturally minded, the top wall. You have to be in the room to put them in the ceiling in the first place. It's not the ceiling otherwise. Oh man, jammed suns. That's a real danger. These guns in the minecart, unfortunately, are pretty much invincible. They're not like invincible, but oh my god, I'm getting wrecked by this dude. But you have to, I believe you have to cause an explosion on them to destroy them. However, if you kill all the other enemies in the room, they become non-operational. So it's mostly a matter of survival. Okay, that was easy. Blue chest, huh? Is it a mimic? No. I do have 3 keys. I could probably afford to just open this, but let's... hold on, let's wait. Oh man, these dudes in that mining cart, that looks so fun. I want to fight in a mining cart, but I know from previous experience that I am extremely bad at shooting enemies while I am in the mining cart. Listen, it's one thing to have to account for the movement of the enemy while aiming. It's quite another thing to have to account for your own movement. By the time I depress this button, I'm going to be 3 inches further that way. How does that affect my angle of approach? Huh, that's a locked door that has behind it a locked chest. Figuring out how to spend your keys is stressful. Whee! Man, you know what would be really fun? Riding in that minecart with some spice. You gotta get some spice. Look, I haven't had some in forever, man. Mac 10? I guess? My concern with the Mac 10 is that it's not really a precision weapon. Sometimes you really don't want to shoot things, like with those bubble bobble dinosaurs. You really don't want to shoot the bubble if you can avoid it. Also, like, I appreciate the volume of stuff that this puts into the air, but most of it misses. I am not going to fall for the thing. We immediately get dinosaur spawns. Look at that. I am on top of my game. I am starting to become on top of my game. I got 5 hearts. This run is fine. This run's going fine. Ah, it's the Displacer Beast. Wait, is that the real one or the fake one? Okay, that's the real one, probably. Yes. Okay, so hold on. Is that the deal with the Displacer Beast? The one that has the projectile stuff on it is fake? Spice! We probably should... More! Has the actual description in the book changed? No, okay. Absolutely no downside. So, at this point, I guess the bit's probably run its course. You figured out what's going on here. The spice is really good for a while, and then it starts to become bad, but the more spice you take, the more the spice appears, and we should probably not take any more spice, is what I'm thinking. The last one removed a heart container, and I think that maybe is our limit. Oh, spawn in, yes! Spawn in and immediately get blown up. And in fact, I should probably drop the spice that we're carrying now, but... What if we run into a great man in a shop? I wonder if he would buy it. Stuff's got to be valuable, right? I need a gun that has bullets. Charge shot is not my favorite gun. Let's make fun of this spider relentlessly. Okay, we're definitely... You know what? I was going to say we're definitely taking this in the Laser Lotus, but would I be better off putting it in the prototype? The prototype's a little bit less good, but it has actually twice as much ammo capacity. Yeah, let's do that. Laser Lotus is probably better for fighting bosses. It's just a better quality of gun. So we actually still haven't found the other chest room yet. I'm going to hold off on spending any keys. Let's go visit the shop. We have the pulse cannon, which is a totally fine gun. Also, some spice at the reasonable price of 107 casings. Yet another key. Come on, kill him. Ah, the cave-in does a lot of damage. It is not an instant kill, though. Yeah, I think with this thing bouncing off walls and having the angry bullets, this was probably the better weapon to put the ammo in. due to the fact that it is a larger amount of ammo. Let's see where this goes. This extra run speed while out of combat thing is really nice. Oh, there's a cell. Alright. I'll save you, probably. Ooh. I actually really like the beehive. A beehive's a gun, right? A beehive is nature's gun. Give it a good shake and let the bullets fly. Oh, it has synergy with table tech blanks. Maybe now it's table tech shoots bees? Also, I haven't flipped a single table. So the table tech items are good items. They're just like free value. But the goodness of them is limited if you never ever remember to flip a table. So I'm going to try to remember to flip a table. I know that there are people yelling at me in the comments already. Even though that's a thing that hasn't happened yet. I know that it will. We should probably buy this key. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open these chests. I'm going to try to lockpick one of them. And we'll open the other one. And then we'll go down to the next floor with enough keys to open both of the normal chests that we find. Hopefully chests of slightly better than blue quality. Or do I want to... Not this room. Do I want to go up here and pay 2 keys for a green chest's contents instead? And go down to the next floor with 1 key. That does let me get armor and also some health, which I will probably need after the boss fight, the way I've been playing here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That was probably already clear to you from the fact that I blew up the blue chest. Ow! You know, I don't think it is an effect of the spice to make there be a lot more mimics, but maybe. Get him, guys! Okay, so the bees are not quite as homing as I remembered. Turns out you do, in fact, still have to not have a wall between you and the target. Well, sort of. They go toward the target and then they, like, buzz around him and keep dealing damage to him. There we go. Oh, hey! That is a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. I'll take that. Turns out I needed the health. This has been a run, huh? Alright. RPG is like an okay boss fighting weapon. Of course, explosives always have value in blocking bullets, although this is... I was fast. This is maybe reloading a little too slowly is where I was going with that. Bees! Get him, guys! We know that bees are great for killing bosses. We've utilized them this way in the past. I am in a bad position here. Do not walk yourself into the corner that much. Look at how much... These guys are doing good damage. I like the fact that you do actually reload the beehive by shaking it. Gotta, you know, get the get the bees back in angry mode. Okay, careful, those are coming back. Do not want to be on that horizontal plane anymore. Alright, well, we're getting through it. And honestly, in large part, thanks to the spice and the extra health that it has given us. Oh yeah, I suppose I should pick up all this stuff. A bottle. You know what? Let's drop the spice cube. Yeah, okay, we're in a position where the bottle is actually worth taking. Which is to say that we really don't have very good active items this run. You freed me. Why? Because we can be friends now. Don't you want to be friends? Doesn't want to be friends. You want some spice? I could get you some spice. He has no feelings about that. Okay. Let's just move on, I suppose. So let's have this guy... Oh, he won't spit out the health. My plan here was to have him spit out the health and I was going to put it in the bottle. But I guess you just cannot interact with him when you have full health, even if you have a great bottle to put health in. And I cannot bottle health that's already in my meter. So that's a shame. We did not find the secret room on this floor. Let's go just quickly check the usual places. That wall's no chump. Nope, no such luck. We could try a couple of big rooms. is I don't usually want to run around and just, like, spray the walls with ammo, because ammo is valuable. But ammo in this gun is less valuable. This room has a lot of wall space, but we know there's not going to be a thing on the parts where there's no floor for you to walk over. I don't know. Let's just fire off a couple of blanks in a couple of rooms. Okay, here we go. Got lucky. We'll just bank that. Hey, look at that. Carrying extra health, which we are apparently going to need because I am playing like absolute garbage. I'm very disappointed in you. I thought for sure that would work, that we'd be able to collect stuff from that machine with our bottle. You know what this is? It's greedy. It wants to hoard all the heart pieces for itself. So, is this the gun I want to use going into the next part of the floor? I guess we could open up with an RPG shot in each room. Like, kill whatever is most dangerous, and then I should probably roll. Well, I rolled directly into that enemy. Of course, I made contact with the enemy after I'd hit the ground, so we did take damage, which triggered the armor, which pushed him into a pit. So I guess what I'm saying is, everything worked out for the best. Hate these casters. Okay. So we can mostly focus on the big enemy at the center of the room with the angry bullets, except when the other enemies are... Except when there's a wall between him and the other enemies, in which case we cannot rely on the angry bullets to do our job for us. Which means I kind of have to do my job myself, which is terrible. That's my least favorite thing. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, this is bad. That's a bad enemy to be jammed, because it makes bullets that shoot other bullets, and... Please die. Please die. Ah. Come on. Man, this thing really has a lot of health. There we go. I think our weapons are starting to become a little underpowered here. We need to find something really cool. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and pop the bottle, heal myself up here. And you are still selling spice. It's... Now, you know what? I'm done with this stuff. I quit. That guy doesn't even have the wherewithal to give us some for free. Ooh. What is going on here? This is kind of new. So this dude lets you play little, like, parlor games for loot. I've not seen this one before. This must be new with the expansion. Break the targets, win a prize. They call me Winchester, and for you I have a simple game of skill. Would you like to know the rules? Well, I think probably I break the targets and then I win a prize. To play this game, you have to break the targets in a certain number of shots. Each shot will ricochet a few times before vanishing. Break more targets to get a better reward. Break the targets, win a prize? Yeah, alright, I'm down with that. You're real creepy though, dude. Okay. Well, you know, one upside of this game is that I get to shoot him in the face. So maybe the creepiness is like a business tactic. This should be pretty easy, right? Okay, I think we should be able to get this one pretty easily as well. Bullet's a little slower than I would like, so I'm trying to lead, but I have overled. There we go. Alright, so we're only going to get... It's alright. No penalty in the game for that. I'm moving too fast. I'll tell you what, it's this out-of-combat movement speed buff. Hey, not bad. Take this. Yeah, alright. That was worth my 38 casings. What do we got? A trident. Well... So we had this before briefly and didn't actually use it. May as well. Oh, also we got the table tech thing. Hey SB, flip tables. Flip tables just in general. I'm gonna get myself back into the habit. Yes, it does spawn tons of bees. Okay, it turns every bullet that's currently on the screen into bees? Yeah, okay. Do you want to try to time it when there's the largest possible number of bullets on screen? And it seems to turn it into like 1 to 4 bees. The game rolls its d4s. Haha, bad news. It's all bees. Also bad news. I'm out of tables. Grim Reaper, get out of the way. I'm trying to kill enemies here. What is that? Oh, the arm! Right! We still have this thing to do as well. So we gotta find ourselves a balloon to float this back up to the next floor, so that it will be up there next time we're down here. Which I guess means that these floors have no top wall at all? If we could just float something straight up like that. Speaking of things that these rooms lack, not a single table to flip. Can you believe it? Also, the angry bullets are not doing a great job of targeting. They're trying to bounce to stuff that is not actually available as a target. Yeah, this gun seems fine, though. I like it. We have so many keys at this point, we should probably just open this, I guess. There are 4 chest rooms remaining. We only have 3 keys. We should be patient. There was just one bullet there. All I had to do was not run directly into it. All I had to do was, like, stand perfectly still, and I would have been fine. It's alright, we're still, you know, an hour into the video, shaking off the cobwebs. It takes a long time. They're very, they're really attached. God, if there was a table in this room, think of how many bees. That's Enter the Gungeon for you. I really wish that this frozen room was full of tables so that I could have all them bees. The only context where I like a bee. I shouldn't do this, right? I shouldn't. No. Nope, 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 nope. Get thee behind me, Spice. Spice Cube. It really has to be 2 syllables to maintain the cadence. Oh, we got a skeleton. We got that big angry skeleton. Oh, there are tables in here. What am I doing? Where'd that skeleton go? Oh, I accidentally killed him with the angry bullets. Did not react to it quickly enough. Yeah, do that again. Yeah, what's up now, nerd? Come on, there we go. Quickly, quickly. Okay. Automatic weapons are very, very dangerous. Wow, this room is a bit of an endurance test. That's pretty good. That was a good amount of bullets. Go get them, bees. Yeah, you know what? This synergy stuff is huge. Like, this game was already really cool and fun, but I'm really enjoying all of the weird synergies now. Okay, first thing we do is scour the room for tables or coffins. Anything that you could set stuff on top of is a kind of a table. Right, like, what is a table, really, except for a place to keep our stuff? Like that table over there in the corner of the room where I keep all my D4s. It's important to keep your D4s on a table or something. You never want your D4s to be on the floor. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Please stop with your murderous lasers. I'm becoming concerned. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, we can still make some kind of forward progress here. We gotta find the bullet piece. We gotta find the shop on the 5th floor to turn in the bullet piece. There are tables over there that we could flip, but I'm terrified of trying to get to them. I dig this weapon, though, and it has a really nice high ammo capacity. Okay, so over here, there is the thing that we need. There is a path. You can get over there by flying, but there actually is an invisible path. We'll come back. Don't worry. We're going to get it. But we can't turn it in until floor 4 anyway. We do need to complete the rest of this floor, so we may as well just get that done now. We may as well stop this guy from summoning his skeleton. I'm going to not flip the table here in case, yeah, I was saving the tables in case the room turned out to have a difficult second wave in it or something. Hey, does it work on my bullets? Let's fire something kind of slow. I mean, even just our basic pistol should work. No. Okay. That's worth knowing. Hey, that guy has our bullet. Or our bullet? Our balloon. No, no, no. Let's get to this table. There we go. Okay. We got there eventually. Hey, look at that. That's free health. Possibly. Maybe. No. No, 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 no. Alright. Arm delivery. Well, even if we die, now we got something accomplished. I'm working on it, Robo Buddy. Don't worry, you're going to have a new arm in no time. I don't have any idea what this even does. I don't remember if this is important. But it just seems like a nice thing to do, right? Like, I would probably be better at working in the shop if he had 2 arms. And as we all know, living in a capitalist system, you are only as valuable as you are effective at your job. This is this is that lack of negative feelings we were hearing about earlier. Please die. Okay, that bullet shark is on fire. It's probably just about dead. Okay, I am really starting to hurt for ammo, though. Man, blue chests. Was there a key in the shop? There is a key in the shop. Alright. Now we have enough keys to open up all of the remaining normal chests. The pitchfork's not great. A favorite of Fallen Bullet Kid, who learned everything about being devils from television. Apparently, not just from television, but specifically from Looney Tunes. And, oh hey! The Iron Coin, Valor Morgunus. A payment for services rendered. This mysterious coin vanishes when tossed into the air. You know what? I actually, I want to take this with us. I think I'm gonna, abandon our lockpick. At this point in the game, I don't think we benefit from it anymore. Alright, let's go fight a floor 4 boss with not exactly the greatest group of weapons. We'll shake out our beehive on him. Ooh! I like these guys. This is the floor 4 boss that I feel I have the best chance of getting a flawless on. The Kill Pillars. Also, that's just a great name. Get 'em, bees! My computer is kind of freaking out a little bit. Boy. Let's shoot an RPG at them. Wow, actually the bees did crazy damage. Holy crap. Wow! That's kind of unbelievable how good those bees were there. Okay, we're going to fill up the beehive with this ammo. And hey, look at that. We ended up getting a master round after all. And fat bullets. Fatter equals stronger. That's the philosophy I've lived my life by since I was born, which is why I look this way. Makes your bullets larger and more effective. The effectiveness of a bullet is directly related to its size, with 0 exceptions. And that's certainly our pop cultural understanding, right? Oh, that gun has a larger caliber. It must be a cooler and better gun. We're going to shoot some really fat bees. It seems to have decreased our maximum ammo capacity, but not our current ammo capacity. Weird. Well, we could go looking for the secret room, but also we could just take 3 blanks down to the next floor. I think I'm inclined to do... Hold on. I almost did it again. You all saw it, but only almost. Let's go get ourselves a thing. So, here's the deal. Here's a problem. A problem that I was hoping we wouldn't have by the time the floor was over. The invisible pathway is pretty invisible, and I was hoping that we would get a gun that leaves, like, a trail. No, that doesn't leave a trail. Man, look at the size of those letters. So there are a lot of guns that leave, like, slime or water or stuff on the floor, and if you have one of those guns, you can reveal the pathway that way. Oh. So what I was thinking is we could reveal the thing with our bullet casings. Where's my letter R? But Our pistol doesn't actually eject casings when I fire it because we're this guy. So that's the thing you can do. It's a slow and tedious way to find the path, but it does work. But we can't do it with this character, so I guess we're not making that kind of progress either. Well, I guess let's go see if we can chalk up a dragon victory at least. That's something. This has been a disappointing run. So this item is a little bit mysterious, this usable item we have here, but I'm just going to use it 3 times. Flip the coin, and it disappears. Wow, it's like a magic trick. Flip the coin, and poof, it disappears. Crazy. This is some Mind Freak stuff. Penn and Teller ain't got nothing on us. And you know, now that we have a thing that makes our bullets even more powerful, honestly, almost any gun is going to be totally viable. No, I think let's just move on. And so you can see here a note by Lamorgunis. So what the coin does, when you flip it, it clears a room on the current floor. It just kills all the enemies in that room. What is this? A shrine of glass. So if I pray at this altar, is it going to be like, is it going to take away all my heart containers and make it so I die in one hit but make me super powerful, or... Oh no, it just gave us a bunch of glass Guan stones. Okay, that's fine. You know, in the description, it does say, Gungeoneers who say a prayer to this silly goddess receive her blessing of 3 glass Guan stones. And in fact, that is exactly what happened. We were told exactly what would happen, but I did not listen. So we're going to save the bees, I think, for particularly difficult rooms, or for the dragon, maybe. Because this gun seems to be fine now that we have all this extra bullet damage. Noodle. Sometimes it says noodle. Noodle's not much of an insult. I think Taffer's a British thing. I've heard that before. If somebody called me a noodle, I would not really be insulted. That hits me like at the same level as like goofball, maybe? Jesus. Okay. Everything's fine. That's true. The sun is a loser. That's why I do my best to spend as little time with it as possible. Ah. Well, there go all my Guan stones. Remember when we were, like, really tough and hard to hit? Oh no, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, if he'd actually gotten to attack, that could have been a real shame. There's another sun out here somewhere. Honestly, dork is probably about that same level of insulting. If somebody called me a dork, I would have a hard time taking any real offense to that. Oh no! He stole my tea! It's like some kind of insult comedy master. He just takes the heckles and turns them right back around on me. It's hard to discern the identity of the people in the Cult of the Gun, you know, due to the hoods and everything. But I think it's clear to us now that the red guy has been Don Rickles this entire time. Alright, I mean, the floor's going okay. And what we learned this run, if nothing else, what we got out of this run is that if you have the chance to get a Fat Bullets beehive, you should do that thing, and it's amazing. Wait, no, we didn't get the Fat Bullets till after the boss. Turns out the beehive's just amazing by itself. Haha, I get blanked. That instantly killed him even before the bees made contact, it looks like. That's interesting. Also, we have way more keys than we need. Ooh, wow, we just unlocked this, like, literally minutes ago. The Arctic blast this gun emits can freeze enemies at close range. The bullet itself doesn't freeze, but it, like, you know, it has like a little cone burst. This gun was carried by a frost giant long ago. Though they no longer rule the icy depths, a few of their artifacts remain. I'm glad, because I would not want to fight a frost giant. I saw Thor. I know how dangerous those guys are. Let's try this gun out for a little. Wow. It already has really big bullets. I mean, you can tell because it's a really big gun. But with the Fat Bullets, it's getting the job done. Bounce a couple of these into somebody. For a second, I thought that was another spice cube. What do we want more ammo for? I mean, I want more ammo for a lot of my guns. I guess we're about to get more ammo for a lot of our guns, so that works out. The trident seemed pretty good. And that's 20% filled the rest of our weaponry there. So now we have a lot of options for each room. Although I think it's going to be Frost Giant, probably. Until we run out of ammo for it. It seems to be very effective. We got to try to remember that we can get up on guys and maybe freeze them with it. Also, I should probably keep it reloaded. So really dangerous enemies, I want to like get into melee range. Ordinarily, this guy wouldn't be very dangerous, but jammed enemies are always dangerous. Okay, yep. Valor Borgunis. This is a good floor to have the coin on. So we could just bounce, so we could just do the thing here, but let's try to find the shop at least, I think. Obviously, it's dangerous to spend any more time on the floor than you absolutely have to. Just find the notes sitting there in a pool of blood. Do these things count as tables? You can flip them. No, they do not. I just walked right into that. It was right there, and I just walked clean into it. It's alright. Everything's going to be fine. We are going to have confidence, which is the opposite of what I have had for the whole run. I almost walked right into that saw blade. Look at that. The benefit of confidence right away. I did not, in fact, walk into the saw blade. Also, it's really hard to fire this gun near a corner. If any part of the bullet intersects with the corner, the whole bullet disappears. Alright, we do have some guns. Alright, we do have some tables. Look at the size of those bees. Jesus. That is truly terrifying. Don't you shoot at me. There will be consequences. I warned you. Can't say I didn't warn him, right? I warned him. I was willing to have a truce. I was willing to just live all of us together forever in this room as friends. Ooh. Do we need additional levels of curse? The Elder Blank excommunicates bullets. So it's a blank that can be reused. Feared strongly by the order of the true gun. Anathema to all gun kind. This is some like hardcore heresy we're getting into here. Also, we are, at this point, quite cursed, but I would really like to find the shop. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be smart and careful and extremely dangerous. Also, we could just get lucky. Like, the fact that we have a lot of curse just makes it more likely that we will run into jammed enemies. It doesn't necessarily mean that... Ooh, spice. I love spice. Hey, how you doing? Yes, I have something for you? No, you don't. When I saw it on the menu there, I was like, oh, well, maybe it'll work. So ghost bullets just go through walls, maybe? I don't know. I don't think that that's worth picking up. Honestly, probably the best thing for us to do is just buy this point of armor. And then, do we want to just go? Did I find the other chest room? I did. Yeah, alright, let's just go fight the dragon. I know we haven't cleared the floor, but I don't think there's any value in doing so. So we don't have a ton of health to work with, but also the dragon fight isn't really that hard. I just gotta remember that the first blank I use needs to be my usable item blank so that we can get it to start recharging. I'm trying to see if I can freeze him with the... No, it looks like I cannot. Alright, so if it looks like I'm gonna get hit, I need to... I should probably have done it there. I didn't actually get hit, but I was very, very close. You know what? I'm gonna blank this. Because that's about to pin me against the wall, and that's a situation that can go wrong. You can see it's like halfway charged already. It is nice to have a reusable blank in addition to my 4 other blanks. I'm just gonna blank that. Because we can be really aggressive with this. Oh, you know what? You can actually blank while the knives are in the air, and the blank will kill them. Because they are considered projectiles until they hit the wall and become enemies. At least that used to be true. I guess I'm not certain if it still is. Hey, this is going pretty well. I think we're actually going to get through this. Okay, need a new item. Oh, fat bees! Fat bees, do the thing! Go forth, fat bees, and wreak havoc upon him. Are they... Okay, yeah, they're kind of doing damage. They're not doing as much as it seems like they were doing on the kill pillars. I think the thing is, the bee projectile was because it's like zooming around the target. What probably was happening is it was hitting all of the pillars at the same time. The way that fight's supposed to go is you fight them for a certain amount of time, and then they break up into 4 separate dudes. But because they were only doing the one attack where they're all on top of each other, I think the bees were hitting all of them and doing quadruple damage effectively. I'm going to start shaking bees out here. Just get them all out here so they can be hitting the heart. Yeah, that's doing damage pretty quickly. We're going to 2-phase this. Oh, we almost 1-phased it. You know what? We can be pretty aggressive with our blanks. Oh, the blank only works in a certain area. Shoot, I was going to say, we could be really aggressive with our blanks and just remove the possibility of getting hit entirely here, right? Okay, we managed to no-hit the dragon. That's cool. You get an item for doing that. You'll unlock a thing. I think. Right? Well, we at least have... I believe at this point we have picked up all 5 of the master rounds, right? We have all that stuff unlocked in our book. This page. Yeah. This unfathomable artifact indicates mastery of the penultimate chamber. The legendary hero felled the beast at the heart of the Gungeon with 5 rounds. According to the myth, the 6th remains unfired. That's very curious. Why, look at that. Now we've actually won the game with the pilot on a run where I thought for sure we were going to die on the first floor. So what's the lesson here, kids? Believe in your dreams? Bees are your friend. Always shake beehives. There you go. That's it. I guess I should say, disclaimer, this video may go out to impressionable children. Please don't shake beehives. In fact, avoid bees at all costs, no matter what you have to do. Alright, well, it's a qualified victory, but it's still a victory. I'll take it. So, I think now the Marine's the only character we haven't won with yet, and at least we made some forward progress there. Someday that robot's going to get his arm back, and it's going to be entirely due to us. And I guess that nice lady at the bottom who forged the arm. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. I swear to you, we're finishing that bullet. And we'll see you then.